Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome back. How are you? Welcome back to Life Trials by EAC with yours truly, alongside today's guest host for the very first time, the world famous Playboy model, Nannette Hammond. I gotta add like the Cuban and American in there, okay? Nannette Hammond, like absolutely stunning woman.
Oh, thank you.
Barbie. This is real Barbie right here. I don't even have to go buy Toys R Us or whatever. Aquí tenemos aquí a Barbie. Well, it is truly an honor to have her here today on my podcast, Life Trials by EAC.
Woo woo.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. She's an absolute bombshell, and I cannot wait to have her here discussing her life trials, and her experiences within the industry. Without further ado, I would like to personally introduce her to this podcast. Woman, Playboy model, mother of six, hard worker. I mean, just it is an honor to have you here.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you for having me here.
No.
I flew in today from Cincinnati just to be here on her show.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Damn. I feel it's an honor. It's an honor, okay? An honor, so you know, okay?
But listen, who wouldn't want to be on her show? Look how hot she is. Come on
Ay,
now.
thank you so much, Nannette. Honestly, it is truly an honor to have Nannette here. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for coming here. I was going to say thank you for having me. I'm enormously grateful for you coming here, and I just really appreciate that. And it's been a big journey in the sense of just really trying to find like-minded people who will discuss their life trials and have no shame and really discussing who they are and just being authentic. And I just really appreciated that. And I didn't even know Nannette at all. And just her aura and her energy is just so vibrant. It's so authentic, so transparent. And I could just relate. We didn't even speak, and I just saw that from her. And I'm just really excited to have her here. So without further ado, I would like to ask her some questions, some, interesting questions about the industry, because as a lot of you will know, I am a Playboy model. Well, this is like the queen of Playboy right here, okay? She's been doing this for a while now, a lot more experience, a lot more authenticity in that sense. She's been doing a lot longer, and that's something that I really admire about her. And not only with that aspect, she is just has so much to offer with respects to who she is as a woman, extremely empowering. And I'm just really grateful to honestly have you here today and talk about your life. And I know that a lot of the other interviews that you've done before are a lot more just so like very gruesome in the sense of just trying to look on the exterior about you. And I feel that there's just so much to you. And I feel that it is so important that the world knows about who you really are, because it's just, you have so much in you, and it's just, I mean, you're just amazing. And I just really want to be grateful. So I just really wanted to, give my audience a little bit about who you were, and really, because to me, I felt that you are more an authentic model since you've been in this industry a lot longer, and you have a more grounded understanding of the industry itself because of your experience. But how did you get into the world of modeling? Like, what made you want to become a Playboy model?
Okay, so back in my 20s, I guess, I worked at Hooters.
She's 21.
And I did a lot of bikini contests and things like that. And I enjoyed those things. And then I had a bunch of kids. And,
Where they come out of your fucking your mouth or something? Because that body is amazing.
I told her I rent them just for, pictures for the holidays.
I made them.
No, I really did. But, and then, weird thing about it is I've never done Facebook or anything. And, if you look me up on Facebook, someone has an account, but it's not me, just so you guys know. But
report.
my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was in trouble. So I said that she could only have one social media account. So she did Instagram, and I already trusted her. So, but she literally set me up an account, posting pictures and everything. And from there, some TV people came and basically filmed me in Cincinnati and uh, filmed me for like 3 days and filmed my family, filmed me, and basically they said that they would edit it and they would put it on YouTube, and then the next thing I know, it went viral, and which was pretty crazy to me. I wasn't expecting any of that, and so then it kind of became something crazy, and then Playboy contacted me and they said that they wanted me, to pose for them, and then, at that time, I'm in my 40s. And
What? Like, I thought she was younger than me. And I'm 20. I just turned 29. It's amazing.
but
Like,
so I'm one of these people where it's like, don't waste my time. So I literally said, why would you want me when you have 20-year-olds that are hot? And I love girls. I love every size, every inch of every body of a girl. And they said it doesn't matter your age. You look amazing.
amazing.
So
And your professionalism, for sure, I bet, is what gave it out. Like,
So I was like, okay. So I started it. And you know what? Back then, I think I'm 47 right now, but I think I was like 40.
I better look like that. Like, if not, I'm going to kill myself because, coño.
And I've never felt so comfortable in my body that I am right now. I have my flaws. I'm not perfect by any means, but I feel good and I feel great. I have a bunch of energy. My age. I mean,
More energy than me.
I
Like, for sure.
Yeah, I
Like,
literally feel like I'm still in my 20s. I have more energy than my kids. I'm very active and I just like to have fun. I like to be happy. I like to sing. I like to roller skate. And
I
that's
really
just,
like that about you.
yeah,
I
and
really like
it's
that about
just
you.
me. This is who I am, and my kids, they just it's so normal to them. Like I could be like, screaming, doing funny stuff, and they don't even flinch because they know that's just me. I could change my hair color and tomorrow, and they wouldn't. I'm just who I am, and I think my kids love me for that. I know their
Oh, yeah, they
friends
do.
do, and I'm real, and I'm not one of these moms that is like a soccer mom and has to look the part and drive this or do that and talk to certain people. I'm to myself, and I'm good with that. I'm fine with that, and I'm very, they're all nice to me, but I'm just like in my own little thing, and I enjoy that. I'm not into gossip, bullshit. I am who I am.
And I think that that's something that I picked up on about you is that you are extremely open to a lot of other women, and a lot of other women are not like that. That is amazing because at least I can consider myself more of an introvert in that sense, just because of how toxic the industry is. So it just really, even having you here is just honestly an honor because of the fact that who you are, and I feel like a lot of people probably have had the misperception about you just as they've had about me, and I just think that you have just so much to offer to this industry, and I feel that being the fact that Playboy has given such a foundational purpose to a lot of models, like at least to me in that perspective, because modeling to me was just as new as it was like last year, and I just threw myself in the fire and everything.
But
But
look at you, girl. Woo!
girl, but I ain't like you, baby. Shit. But I really wanted to really have a better understanding of your trials and within the industry, and maybe if you can discuss with the audience maybe some exciting times and then the issues that you've had maybe during that have arisen during a photo shoot, because at least in my perspective, for instance, I just had a very fallout in October, for instance, with two separate photographers. And that was the first time in about a year that I had issues in the industry. And I really didn't know how to properly address those issues with those people, because obviously I don't have a lot of experience within the industry. So if you can maybe discuss how are the different your experiences within this industry and how you've, I don't know.
You know what? I'll say this, and I through this whole different era with me and photography and photographers and makeup artists, I can honestly say that never had any issues with anybody.
Oh well, lucky you.
And yeah, I know. I feel for you. I do. I'm very lucky for that because I've heard stories with other girls.
Yeah.
And but I don't know. Maybe when people see me and they get to know me, they know I don't mess around,
No, you're
and
not fucking around.
you can't mess with me, and you get that kind of like, you know what I'm saying, where they know. But I had nothing but positive experiences with photographers and makeup artists, and I'm very laid back. I'm very laid back, and I'm just who I am. I mean, like, you know, if I got to fart when I'm shooting with,
Shit.
I don't
Ahí
give a shit.
estamos.
Like, I mean, I'll tell them.
Tira un peo por ahí.
Or if I got to go take a shit, I'll take a shit.
Like on too much like Adderall or some shit like me.
Yeah.
Ay, coño, I gotta do
No,
caca.
I had tacos the night before. Fuck it.
Fuck it, I gotta do caca. Make sure you have some wipies and shit.
White bees. My girlfriend uses those. I've never used those.
What?
I just use regular toilet.
Oh my god.
You serious? You fucking wipe with the soft shit?
Hell
all the
yeah,
time?
like swipe, wipe.
Yeah.
But shit.
You wipe it on your coochie?
Yeah, because I have sensitivities, bro. I can't
do
use
too.
you know the wipies for that are flushable. I can't use those
I've never even used those. I don't know what those are. Baby wipes? I know
I
those.
can't use those. My baby wipes.
I know what that is in Desitin. When my kids have had like rashes from diarrhea.
So I get rashes whenever I use the fucking flushable wipes. I'm like, my pussy's on fire.
Well, listen,
dermatitis.
You got that like pH balance. Like my shit'll be off where I have to fucking use yogurt, and my doctor says that you got to do a probiotic pill and then do yogurt, like drink it.
Oh shit!
Because my pH will get all fucked up if I fucking fuck 10 guys. No, I'm kidding. No, if I get in a jacuzzi or if I get in a bathtub with like soaps and shit.
Yeah. You can get that.
It sets it off. So so then this is like TMI, but whatever. So I'm like at the gyno, and the nurse calls me, and she goes, well, you know what you can also do? You can also get yogurt and stick it up your vagina.
Oh, Jesus.
With a little like turkey baster thing, and you stick it up there, and
¿Están oyendo aquí? Are you guys listening? Aquí.
I'm like, okay.
It feels good and warm.
So then I called my vagina doctor that I'm getting surgery with soon, and he's like, definitely don't do that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, my nipple's coming out. It
That's
killed me.
That's been out for a while.
Oh, my God, no.
I didn't want to tell
You
you.
didn't see anything? Oh, my God.
It was just slut. It wasn't the nip.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And
Well, whatever, fuck it.
I'm all worried, and it was you.
Oh, I know. Literally, I'm like, hi. But no, guys, it's really actually an honor to really have another Playboy model here, and I really appreciate the fact that you do not promote plastic surgery, and that's something that and that's based on my own perspective. I really appreciate that about you, that you don't project that on other people, and with respects to your own external goals and stuff. And that was something that when I had looked into who you were and all that stuff, because obviously my audience knows that I'm obviously based on research, and I love to really have a basic and foundational understanding of who people are, whether it's a person or a place or a perspective, a different subject or anything like that. It's more based on, I want to know the situation, the person, as I just elaborated. And one thing that I had realized, how your previous interviews, I feel that a lot of people base it on your plastic surgery. And to me, it's like, what does she have? She has big titties. Like, so what?
But you know what?
They're beautiful. I love
Girls
them.
in their 20s have their Brazilian butts.
Ay, vaya, no.
I mean, they probably have more than what I've had. So basically, I feel that, you
Like,
know,
what's your opinion on like plastic surgery
I
and all that
say
stuff?
everything in moderation.
Thank you. And that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm older, so I mean, yeah, I've gotten things done. I want to age gracefully, so you know, my next surgeries are going to be facelift and
But why? Because that face is
I
beautiful.
know, but
My grandma just got a facelift at 74.
yeah. But
74.
I like that done, and you know, I've had my breasts for 10 years, and I want to get them redone, and you know, I just want to feel good about myself, and if I choose plastic surgery, so be it. You know, people get piercings, tattoos, and you know, do we judge them? You know, I mean, so don't judge me. You know,
Exactly.
I don't. You know, in my home with my children, I've never once talked about plastic surgery or, hey guys, I got Botox. What do you think? No.
Yeah.
My children know, my daughters,
Yeah.
if they are self conscious in the way they look, their appearance
Absolutely.
with their breasts, and they're old enough to make that decision, I'm all for it. You know?
Absolutely.
But I don't go around my house and
And that's what's
talk
projected.
about anything like that. That's just not me. I don't, you know, or even a surgery. I wouldn't want the fear, you know, put my kids with the worry with mommy, is mommy all right? So,
Yeah.
you know, it's, and I haven't had anything done yet in a while, but it's like, I don't want to do that to my kids, you know.
No, no. And I feel
There's
that.
so many other effed up shit in this world with social media and the way you look, and you know,
Seriously.
my kids, you know, daughters, you know, oh, they got to take fucking 20 selfies when one's fine with me, but you know, their appearance. And back then, you know, when I was 17, 16, we didn't fucking do that, you know. I mean,
Not even me either. I was
mean-
right before like the whole. I had the AOL, the thing,
were
like
you
dial up.
like, were you born in 1993?
No, 91.
Okay, well, I fucking graduated like 93, bitch.
No, but I feel like I'm
a,
at that.
I'm a fucking fossil.
Oh, please. Then you look, I mean, this, like, you're just so inspiring to me. And then that was one of my biggest things that I picked up on from your previous interviews, that I felt that that was something that was just so heavily projected on you, as if you were the one to project that on other people. And then when you look at your personal life, how your life with your children, all this stuff, obviously, in my personal opinion, I felt that you have been such an amazing mom that you've kept that away from that. You've been very open in that sense with your family, your children, whatever. Like, because honestly, what the hell do your kids really know about plastic surgery? Like, the, you know, the details and all that shit, the differences and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, God, these days with, you know,
That's true.
everything on, you know, they just, yeah. But you know, and my boys, you know, I'm sure they're not really into everything about my Playboy and stuff, because you know, my son, my one son, you know, goes to private school, and you know, his friends all want to bang me, which is whatever. You know, it is what
That's
it is.
normal, though.
So you know, I am damned if I do, damned if I don't. You know, so
Literally.
whatever. You know what I'm
no
saying?
matter anything you do, you feel
Yeah,
that way.
and I'm not doing anything wrong. You
No.
know, I'm not, and it is what it is, and I'm living my best life. So,
And that was
and I'm a good mom.
no, I think you're an absolutely amazing mother. And that was something that I had picked up, where you do not project your own, like, personal wants, external issues, whatever is going on in your own personal life. I from what I've seen, which I just met her literally today. We've been talking for some time now and stuff, but we finally met in person today.
And we've been sexting.
Ooh. Titties.
Titties, all right.
So it's just, to me, I felt that you have so much to give for this industry in that perspective, because of the sense of selflessness that you project in this industry. It's always about others, about other people, assuring the fact that everyone else is okay, happy, satisfied and stuff. And that just really brings me into my next question, is if you have any recommendations with respects to how to manage the industry gracefully without causing any type of drama. So like with my previous, issues, like it's crazy to me. I never had any issues with anybody. I really get along with a lot of people. And then when I had my own personal issues with these photographers, I was very taken aback, and I was actually very offended by that issue. I don't get easily offended at all, but the fact that I had these issues, it took me in a place where I needed to self-reflect and really see if it was me that was the issue. So I just really wanted to see if maybe there was a certain, maybe you obviously, as you had previously elaborated, that you've never had any issues, but has there ever been a moment that you felt like, okay, something's about to go down, like this guy's about to touch my pussy with the oil or some shit? Like, I don't know. Coño.
I mean,
don't touch me.
It could be issues with that, or just issues in life. And I feel that, and I teach this with my children, that, you just, even though it might drive you insane and you just want to just go after them, believe me, because I've had that many of times.
Yeah.
It could even be family members, It's just like, you just got to sit back, take a deep breath, and be like, you know what, is it really worth it to give them that? Because that's what they want.
Okay.
That's what they want. They want that. They want that from you. And fuck that. I mean,
the reaction.
Can I say that?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So I don't, like, you know what? I don't have time for that. And you know what? If you did me wrong, it's fine. And you know what? You'll never know it. And I go on.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way, because then, they can't say anything bad about you, and they might still, even though you didn't do anything, but you know what? It is what it is. And you know what? Life's too short to fucking worry about drama and people trying to fuck with you and everything else. I think
like that's what it is. I think you said that like perfectly. Yeah. Is that they attempt to try to
or if they know that you have money or this or that, and they take advantage of you, and and that's not right.
Yeah.
That's so not right. Or like, I've heard stories, where girls, like, hey, if you do me, then, you don't have to do this. And it's
exactly.
Like, dude, like,
I'll give you the pictures for free or whatever. Yeah. Like, oh, this is not what we agreed to.
And it's like, I see girls, that do it. I mean, they're telling me to do it, and to each their own, but don't bitch about it after you do it when you wanted to do it. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? It's different there. But I think just with my being with photographers, and I've had many, like, I don't know if I'm just, you see me and I am who I am, and I'm funny as can be.
Super.
And if anyone was trying to like make a move on me, I'd probably just make it so gross to where they wouldn't want to.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that, because
burp or
coño.
Like,
those titties,
something.
like her tits are beautiful, by the way. And so that like then will bring me into, what is your opinion about the whole Me Too movement and its impact on the industry? Like, how do you feel about it? Because I know that it's like almost like a hit or miss, in that sense that it's not being able to elevate. It's not helping us out. That's for a fact. I feel that we're diminishing good men, and then elevating toxicity, I feel, with that. But then again, that's my personal opinion. So how do you feel? Do you feel that either intertwine with each other, or
no? And I was talking to you before about politics and all that. Like, I am so not into that shit.
She's not at all. But I had to kind of get it on there.
Like, I have ADHD, and it's like, I don't even, like I told him, I don't even get on that. I told you that, right? The computers.
Yeah.
I've never logged on ever in my life.
Oh shit.
No shit. Like, I've always used my phone. But the Me Too, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have anything to say about it, because I just.
No, and I respect that.
I mean, I feel like this. Like, if something happened, this or that, and you feel that you need to tell about it, and tell about it. I don't know. I mean, But how
would you feel if, like, for instance, you look like a very sturdy woman, you're a strong woman. You're like me. I will tell the photographer, what are you doing? Don't touch me. You're ugly.
Or don't put your camera by my vagina.
Exactly. So that's different. But then we have some newbies that are very unsure, and they're just not aware of the fact that this is not even feasible because I've had a lot of photographers that have asked me, oh, let's do nudity, let's do this, let's do that. And I've always wondered, why are we going to be published? Are we going to be published with Playboy? What's the purpose?
Now,
so what's the long-term purpose of it?
What I do is I make this clear. I don't spread my legs, and you're not going to get vagina shots. And
so it's from the onset that you're directly telling them this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And even with Playboy and stuff, it's I would shoot, but it's not on
Yeah, it's not up in your fucking your
it's
pussy hair.
very elegant.
Yeah.
And I'm.
Ay, coño, my phone is like, my phone. Oh, you kill me. It's probably my tax accountant there calling me. Kill me. I gotta deal with you later.
And so they know. I mean, they know from the get go, and if they don't know, I'll let them know. And I wouldn't ever do anything I wasn't comfortable with doing, and I don't give a shit if they're paying me fucking $20,000.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
You're
from the onset. You're like, I'm not doing this, and that's it. It's not like in the middle of the shoot.
No,
that we're about to do this.
No.
Okay.
And before you even do shoots, you talk with them and you know them and they know me and
have that dialogue.
And I literally say, right
from the onset because you already know what they're going to be expecting. Okay,
okay. That I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah.
And they're fine with it. And like I said, I'm lucky. I've never had any bad experiences, and it sucks that you did. And it
was only 2, thankfully. But shit, it was almost like blown out of proportion. I felt that it was almost like these photographers wanted to show me what's up, and that was what was insane to me. Because I'm very cordial and I try to resolve any issues and discrepancies as soon as someone feels that way. So
and I can see guys doing that where they feel like they're in control, and maybe they can say this or persuade you a certain way, but I'm older and wiser, and but you know what,
you ain't having it.
I even look back at my 20s.
You ain't fucking having it.
I even look back at my 20s. I wouldn't do it. No way.
Yeah, for what? I paid $30K a piece for that papaya.
I mean, I love my body, myself, and my self-worth, and I'm going to do what I feel comfortable with, and I'm not going to do it just for this or just for that. It's no way.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think that it's really important to really have that understanding and that sense of empowerment, because at least when I first started modeling, I really didn't have any of these issues until I started speaking up for myself. But it wasn't until I started doing Playboy that I guess a lot of other photographers would be like, okay, so because you did Playboy, you could do X, Y, and Z. And then I felt that the whole Playboy thing opened up a door, like a big Pandora's box. Mm-hmm. And it just really opened up this situation where because you did this, people think you'll do that. And I think that's extremely fraudulent and detrimental in that sense, because just because you did Playboy, why does that correlate to OnlyFans or pornography or whatever? Absolutely not. Because I've had certain people, project that type of shit on me. And I say, okay, but this is for a timeless magazine that's been around for a long time. There's an actual purpose for this. It's not just, okay, let me do nudes and sell it on OnlyFans for $5.99. That's my biggest thing, is that I feel that having that attached to that image brings it a lot more value, a lot more worth and stuff. And one of my biggest things is just finding out recently, as we had previously spoke about, was that the Playboy brand is going to die off. And I personally feel that has to do with this whole MeToo thing, because of the fact that they felt that this needs to be really at the detriment of others, because we want to involve everybody else. And I don't think that's fair either, in that sense. Oh my God. The beautiful Nannette. Tenemos aquí Nannette. Mi niña reina. She's so beautiful.
I love that.
I'm honestly very grateful to have her here today. And, as we close out the podcast, I have a few more intriguing questions to this beautiful human. And I really wanted to see how she felt about the Playboy brands and how they're killing off this brand. And somebody that's been in the industry for so long and posing for Playboy, how does this make you feel that they just want to kill this brand forever? Like, what, because it makes me sad.
Sad. Oh, you know what? I've had so many great memories, so many positive things that have came from Playboy, and I feel like I'm a dude,
Yeah, right.
because I love my cars and I love my magazines, and I would pick magazines over diamonds any
Oh,
day.
wow. Look at that,
you
guys. Are
know,
you listening?
I really, because I have a magazine collection, and it's really special to me with everything that I've been in, and it excites me, and it's such an honor, such an honor to be
Exactly.
in Playboy and to be in other magazines. It's just amazing, It's
And a lot
it's
of people don't understand that experience. And I think that that's something that me and you can relate heavily is that the authenticity that comes with being published by Playboy
mm-hmm.
and the fact that you're in a print magazine that's
Yeah.
being distributed not in the United States, but across the globe in
Yes.
the like European countries,
Mm-hmm.
Australia, New Zealand, whatever. And a lot of people don't understand or appreciate, like I feel like they do not appreciate that anymore. And I felt like I have a bunch of copies because of the fact that to me I'm more of a hard print. I
Me
need
too.
And I'm more of that person that always study, even during college and my undergraduate and my graduate studies. I always needed the hard copy of everything. And when I started modeling, I said, no, 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 I need the fucking actual copy of my
I
magazine.
don't want digital.
No, exactly. I don't have any digital because
fuck,
that's,
fuck the digital.
I don't know, it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's
You
not
want
having
to open it up. You want to smell
smell it.
it.
Yes.
You want to smell that because it's
Oh my God.
fresh.
Thank you. I
Yes.
thought I was the only weirdo that liked
No,
to smell the paper.
I love it, and
I love
and to flip
fresh
through
print
the
paper.
pages and to see you there, and
In the
um,
centerfold, the bara bara.
yes, and then I remember as a teenager, I don't know, literally than that, when
For real, right?
you flip through the magazines and then you get the centerfold and you have to flip the page, and like I'm on that, and that's pretty fucking awesome, that you can say that you've done that, and
Has it been worth the, I guess I could say, the cut of, because I'm pretty sure you could have been able to monetize your image a lot more instead of just doing these publications, the value of that. It's brought you a lot more happiness and fulfillment, I'm
oh
assuming,
yeah.
in the industry,
You know
right?
what? I feel just within myself. I feel doing Playboy and being naked. I think that it's made me just more better and more comfortable about myself, and that I love myself, and
No, I love yourself too.
and I'm not perfect, but I feel good, and
You look good.
I think that has a lot to do with it, just being comfortable in your own skin. And and if I want to, feel comfortable in my own skin and photograph nude, I'll do that, and I feel comfortable with that, and I am who I am,
I think that's really
and
empowering.
at any age you can do anything, and God, when I'm in my 50s, 60s, shit, I'll still be naked.
So you fucking should because you look amazing.
I
Like this woman
will.
is phenomenal, so empowering, and I just think that you have so much to offer to this industry and the world itself. And I
Oh,
think that a
thank you.
lot of people probably have misjudged who you were and who you are. And I think that you're an extremely intellectual person. You have so much input to offer to this industry that's well needed. And I really wanted to see what or get a better insight as to your most memorable moment with Playboy, or if it was with Playboy, or if it was with another specific brand. If you can definitely elaborate that to the audience, that'd be
Um,
awesome.
so one of the first photographers that I ever shot with was Bruce Calero, and me and Bruce were like this,
Yeah.
It's like family, but Bruce is very forward, and he's like, okay, I want to see your tits, and send me a picture of your tits and this and that. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
but I I think the world of him. You know, he got a lot of this going with Playboy, and he's a great photographer. And I started off with him, and you know, he's just a good person. So yeah.
And I think that it's really important to have that connection with photographers. I think that it's at least taken me so much to have, with respects to certain photographers and stuff, it's taken me a long time to develop that relationship with certain photographers. And being able to be comfortable and being able to be yourself and everything. It's just it could take so much time. And especially like with my own personal experience with the Playboy photographers, those photographers, which it was only two of them that I've
But who were
specifically
they? I want to know.
so it was Justin and Mosop. So Mosop he's been very amazing to me, and I love you. I love him a lot for that. He's a little bit of a hard ass, but with Justin, for instance, it was more of a free flow setting, just more like be yourself. It's not so restricted. It just depends specifically more on the photographer, but I've worked with a lot of other people who don't publish with Playboy, and they've just done just a way more outstanding job than these other two individuals. But it just really depends on what you're specifically looking for, angle wise and stuff. Like, because I'm tiny, I'm so short, and I'm like, I have that Cuban American in me. So might look at my ass. My ass looks like nice and juicy, whatever, but make sure you're not too close to my legs or something, because I got thicker legs and stuff. It's not like too skinny, and so it just really depends on the photographer, and it's just really the connection. So that's really important, and I'm so happy that you bring that up, because I just feel that a lot of photographers in the industry, especially that are publishing with these high-end magazines like Forehand Magazine, Playboy, Maxim and stuff, like they do not bring that sense of comfort. And I just really wanted to really wrap it up in the sense of, what is your ultimate advice for models, like beginner models? And so as I had told you, but before we came on here on the air, I had told you, I don't know if it was astonishing to you that I had just started modeling a year and a half ago. A lot of people think I've been doing this for years on end. I had tried the whole modeling thing when I was 18 years old, but the way that my cultural background, I grew up in the sense of more of a, Cuban well-being, where they felt that modeling or any type of entertainment position is not it's not as superior as being a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, and all that stuff, and that I was supposed to be a lot happier in those positions, and then that will project me to my ultimate happiness. But I've actually felt the opposite, because I've experienced everything. I went to law school, didn't like law school, so I left. I want to finish law school just because that's something that I started. But, I was in the academic setting for 10 years. And when I started modeling, I just felt like, oh my fucking God, I love this stuff. But it's about that sense of being able to connect with the right people. Mm-hmm. So I feel that maybe you can provide that advice to people like me, for instance, who had just started. What would be your advice? Like, just what should you look out for? What should you pursue, what to like really refrain from in that sense?
I feel that you have to do your research.
That's true.
And like the catfish or whatever that is, I feel a connection with people when DMs and everything else, you kind of get them. I feel like I do. And, going through photographers and stuff like that. And if you see other girls that have, work with that photographer, and if you want to contact them or this or that, and make sure that it's all right. With anything, with a photographer, with surgeries, anything, you do your research. You research
listening
through them, through their friends.
Not do like an Instagram thing, like, just because Fulana did this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. You don't recommend that in anything.
I just feel like you need to do more. Like, this is me.
Are you guys listening?
When I buy a car, I'm not going to go to the first person. I go to maybe 3 others, and
I'm
going to get the right fucking price. Don't fuck me. And,
That's right, bro. I got fucked big time.
And, if I'm going to save $5,000-$10,000, but
fuck yeah.
That's with even plastic surgeons, everything. I don't go to the first one that I see. I want to feel comfortable with whoever I choose.
So comfort is really important.
Absolutely. You got to feel that comfort, because if you don't have that comfort when you're doing a photo shoot, it's going to show. It's going to show. Or if they're having a bad fucking day and, they're taking that out on you, or their lighting's fucked up and they're like,
yeah.
you know,
Brr, they're looking at those titties like, oh, all
that
drunk
fucks
and
your
shit.
up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you, first and foremost, you got to feel comfortable. And if you don't feel that when you walk in that door, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't
so that's I would say that's the first, I guess, principle to have in any photo shoot as a model, is that make sure you're comfortable, you would say. Yeah. And then would you say more, it's based on the sense of professionalism? So if you feel that the environment is not professional, would you walk away from that environment, even though you're not being
absolutely like
compensated, or even compensated an exaggerated amount?
If I didn't feel comfortable even going to the front door,
even if they're paying you $20K for that fucking photo shoot,
does not matter to me.
You're willing to walk away from that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless I have a gun in my purse or a taser, and I'll fucking light them up if they fuck with me when I go inside.
Don't fuck with that bitch. Shit, I'll bring my AR-15 like bah 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 bah.
I got my Glock, motherfucker.
9mm like, hello, how are you? So just to really, I really wanted to personally thank you for coming on my show today. And it's been truly an honor, because of the fact that, at least in my experience within the industry, I have not been able to relate myself to anybody, and I have not been able to definitely find any friends that can definitely, empower me or assist me. And I'm not even really looking for any type of favor, or like an upbringing, or whatever anybody wants to call that. But it's just really having that companion in this industry, because obviously you well know that this industry is not easy. I have been through a lot of things in my personal life. I've gone through a lot of things in my personal life, especially recently, that have hindered my ability to be my full self 100%. So I think that that's maybe why I had those other issues with those other photographers.
And you're guarded, and rightfully so, though. You got to be. You can't. And you got to protect yourself, because no one's going to protect you but yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you got to feel comfortable with any situation that you're in, friends to photographers to anything in life, And if you feel that it's some kind of fucked up shit, then, you just need to move on,
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people out there, I'll never forget my grandmother always saying to me, in my teens, that you'd be lucky to have one good girlfriend. And I'm thinking of myself in my senior year in high school, like, I got like 10.
Yeah.
Like, what is she talking about?
Yeah.
But it's true. It's so true, and I say that to my kids. It's true. You're lucky if you have one.
For real.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, because like it's like as soon as you have like these problems, or the problems are like just collapsing on top of you, you just find all that sense of support just collapsing with it.
Yeah.
And I just think that you have a lot to offer to this industry, and the sense of who you are as a model, mother, like wife. I mean, it's just outstanding. And a lot of people can look at you as a sense of empowerment, because of the fact that you have been able to do all these things during the same time that you're trying to like pursue your modeling career. And a lot of people don't understand how difficult. And I can say right now, somebody who was in the academic setting for fucking 10 years, when I got into the modeling industry last year, I'm like, yeah, I could do the shit. Like, it's nothing, bitch. Watch me. And no, it's not like that. And it's not just, okay, well, you can pay your way, or you can have some rich guy sign you a check, because my ex would like to do that. I'd be like, oh, okay, how much is it going to cost you? How much is it going to cost you? What are you going to need to do to be in this?
Or do I have to do this?
Yeah. Or suck that dick or something, you know what I'm saying? Sucking on that dick, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I think that having that mentality that you have, structurally speaking, is just so empowering, because it allows for younger women or however old you are, I don't feel like it doesn't even matter the age, the financial bracket, whatever the case may be, that I feel that just having that sense of morality that you have will allow for any model to be able to elevate themselves. And I think that's extremely important. You just have so much to offer. I think that, like, I am just enormously grateful for even knowing who you are and knowing your story and everything, because I think that your story is just so empowering. And being the fact that I was able to get to know you, I really hope that my audience takes the time to get to know this amazing woman. And she is phenomenal, and I hope to be like her someday, because I hope that somebody wants to marry me and have 6 children and like
fuck this
want
children.
to be with me forever.
Maybe one and adopt the 5. Fuck that.
No, but I'm like wondering where do they come out of, because you look so good, mija. Mira esa teta.
Maybe in my mouth.
Sits are beautiful. No. She's so beautiful. Guys, I just really wanted to thank you again for tuning in. And I just really don't even want to close out this fucking episode because she's just so amazing.
No, but I'm going to be coming back, bitches.
She better be coming back. I hope so.
That's right. And next time I'll be naked.
Oh my God. Stay fucking tuned. Like, are you guys serious? Like, oh my God, imagine her having her naked. Ah!